FXBros.
Get my music, man. What's up, everybody? Back another Sunday live analysis. You feel me? October 13th. About to get it popping. We about to get it popping. I gotta find the music. Gotta have the music. Music for the background. Currently got the DXY up, looking at the 1 hour time frame. I was just checking to make sure we still with the bullish trajectory. And it looks like we are in continuation with that. Got a wick to fill, several wicks to fill, new week, new quarter, roughly new month, you know, after CPI and everything came out. Probably gonna have other important news releases coming out to go on top of that, especially as we get closer and closer to election, which is next month. But yeah, the bullishness is still playing out, so that should mean sales should still be playing out for the Australian dollar. We should have buys still playing out for the UJ, and depending on how much we are in buys for UJ, that should play into what the GJ, EJ, and AJ are trading, setting up for. So we want to see a continuation of bulls for this dollar. We might have, I don't know if interest rates is coming out soon. We might get another cut this month. That should definitely send the dollar rising. And we should continue with the bearish trajectory that we've been in for the past few weeks on the Australian dollar. So like I said, this is the US dollar index, and basically it's about, I say about an 80 to 85% negative correlation from this to the Australian dollar. So meaning when we see buys on here, we should see sales on Australian dollar, and there you go. See sales playing out. This shit really did open up as a gap. It's tripping. So one thing that is standing out to me, and I'm just gonna let it be known, is the gap that opened from Sunday. Let's see if we had another one from last Sunday. Slightly. It's a slight little gap right there, but not much. Can't really call it that. Not like this one. A continuation for sales. We do see that playing. I ain't gonna lie, this bullish push, which I was expecting it to get to 67.50, I was saying the market could come up there at least. Uh, I'm glad we didn't take out these highs. That would have stuck a little bit more, even though this was good enough. This bullish engulfing after we broke structure, but what we would have needed or wanted to see, especially on the 4 hour, is a continuation. All this stableness and price was already written. It was, and the story was said as far as this consolidation is just like every other consolidation. We either gonna break to the upside, to the downside, and once you see that, we see these ranges right here, and we see we had wick rejection, nothing really closing above destruction. Then we get this, bam. All right, all systems go for buys, right? Well, what we need to do is we need to see that continuation, and I'm pretty sure. Let's see, the 4 hour didn't show it, the 1 hour show it. What's that? That was Friday, 9 a.m. So it goes to the 1 hour. Friday. This move right here. And as you can see, it showed a nice transition from the bulls to weak candles to market turning around to selling off. So that alone just lets you know, okay, maybe we're not in buy. Now, looking at this, if you know the market went up, what would you want the market to come to get you into buys? Maybe returning back down to this, previous rejection is lows right here. Maybe you want to buy down here. If you believe that we are going up, especially after we finally broke structure on Friday, you would probably think that, I don't want to catch buys up here. I want to catch buys down here. And not really too much going on as far as what we could buy. So your only option would be to buy down here, if you believe this is true. What showed it kind of not to be true, or leaning more on that side not to be true, is the fact that we didn't settle in this. So if you notice this structure right here from Thursday late night into 1 in the morning, we broke structure here, and market typically likes to retest old structure, old resistance, turn support, and then sell out. We didn't get that. And of course, the market did close on Friday evening, but as you can see, Sunday morning we had a gap open, and we've been trading lower ever since. Now, one key factor, this whole scenario, like I said, we had to wait all the way till Friday before price broke structure. You can see structure right here. See this dotted line? Bam, price broke it right there. One thing you want to realize, as soon as that happens, you need to find your place where you want to buy it, where you feel comfortable entering in the market, because the first step is already confirmed. We have signs showing that the markets want to go bullish, and the first sign was showing that we broke structure, going to the upside. The next one would be, okay, I'm going to buy as soon as we retrace back until this old resistance turns support. If that never happened, then your next scenario would be like, okay, maybe I want to catch a buy down here. I want to catch a bullish engulfing. And this was very, very close, but we didn't get that engulfing just yet that we're looking for. So with that being said, now if we get a close below here, because this was all structure, building up a strong support, if we get a close below here, not just a wick, but a close below here, I'll say getting the close at like 67, 67.20. Fuck it. Well, that's kind of too far, but it's even more confirmation. But if we get a close below here, then I want to, one, hold on to my sales. Don't want to jump into buys just yet. Even though I know this around the corner that we're going to be going into buys. I mean, look at the sales we've been into. Granted, I feel like we are going to probably reach down here, but I do know right around the corner buys is coming, but I just need that confirmation on the daily and the 4 hour. And it took us all the way till Friday morning to give us that bullish confirmation. We was waiting on at least on the 4 hour. And all that got ate. right back up. So right now we're still looking for bearish continuation. Like the very next step we would be looking for is the break of this 1 hour structure right down here. It's 67.25. So we need to see a 1 hour be good, but a 4 hour be better. Close, a nice strong close. Let's see how I look on the 4 hour. Yeah, I would say the 1 hour for sure. 4 hour probably would still be hovering around at 67.10, 67 flat for the bearish continuation. Let's see what we got on. What's that, brother?
What's happening? What's happening, bro?
What's popping, man?
Yeah, already know. Another good Sunday. Saints, you know, kind of let us down today, but it's all
man, bro. I did see it.
It was a tough, boy. It was a tough one in the dome.
Yeah, man. What was the atmosphere like? Because you went to the game, right?
Yeah, it was lit. It was lit.
Yeah.
The weather was beautiful. Yeah, it was amazing.
Nah, facts. That's what's up, man. Well, shit, we gonna try to.
Where is that noise coming from? Is that my computer, yo?
That is my phone, and it's a damn commercial. I have music playing.
Okay, okay. I want to make sure.
Now you good. But yeah, like I said, what was the atmosphere like? Was people like highly pissed off and left at the beginning of the third quarter type shit?
You had a few people that did, yeah.
Because I mean, was it already written in stone around halftime, or what? Did you feel that we probably still had a shot to come back?
We had a shot because going into the half, we kind of had a little bit of momentum.
Okay.
And then when we came out the half, it was just flat. So, and then they scored, and then it was like, all
I
right,
got you. Yeah, that shit crazy. When I saw that, I said, we had a bad one, and them boys having a bad one.
Oh my God, yeah, y'all having a terrible one.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all having a terrible season. I mean, I guess ours ain't all that great either, but I said y'all, but meaning folks out there in Dallas.
No, facts. Yeah, they you know, it's nothing they not used to. You hear me?
Yeah.
Badass team, shitload of money, support, but ain't right just yet. You know, they used to that already.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Oh, here looking at these markets continuing to sell off. Like I was talking about Friday. I was texting somebody. I was looking at Friday, and we finally got what we've been waiting on these past roughly a week and a half, 2 weeks. Is that first? I mean, that's not the first one, but after the support settled in, that was our first bullish engulfing on the 4 hour. We didn't get one on the daily just yet. I don't believe. I don't think so. No, not yet. Okay, so not really excited about that. And you know, as far as buys, I still feel like we have more selling to go, and that's why you can, you know, if you break down the charts on multiple time frames, you can see that yes, we did get a bullish engulfing on the 4 hour. That's true.
Right.
But it came at the pretty much the end of the week on Friday morning. I think that was news. Was that NFP? Oh no. Last Friday? No, that wasn't NFP. It was so, but nonetheless, you know, it took all the way into that. So it didn't give us a daily engulfing. Gave us a bunch of 1 hour engulfings, but it was so much noise and so much consolidation that, you know, it was pretty much best for you to wait on the sideline, unless if you are already sitting in sale. So like I said, in the back of my mind, true, I am like my finger is on the trigger waiting to buy. That is true. But until everything lines up on a daily and the 4 hour, I'm not gonna pull the trigger. My finger on the trigger, but I'm not gonna pull the trigger. Because I know what we already did. We did a whole lot of weeks of selling, you know, and we still got more room to go, but I know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
You know, it's buys. We just gotta wait for that setup. You know.
Yep, we just gotta, cause like you said, man. I mean, just looking at all of those charts, like you on that 1 hour right now, just looking to the left, you just in a big consolidation. So,
Get it now.
yeah,
You feel me? Like you were saying, which is true. We are in a big consolidation, but when you look at it, okay, we rejected this push out to bring us into bearish territory. I mean, bullish territory, but we rejected that. We sold right back into what Friday's low was. And not only that, we still have room to go. So, you know, you kind of got to, what has the higher probability to happen? The market that already sold off continuing to this low, or just turning around right where it's at and buying up? Both can happen, but what do you feel, you know, has the higher probability, you know?
yeah. You look at you start looking at the 4 hour and the daily, it'll make more and more sense, and that's when you start seeing, like, yeah, we still got some more selling to do, I think. Or it can, you know, continue to consolidate. But yeah, just looking like on the daily.
On the daily, take it up to the daily. Looking at the daily. The daily look like, if anything, I know we got a gap, but I know how this gap is going to close if I'm not mistaken. But if we keep selling off, we about to get a bearish engulfing.
Yeah.
The daily didn't give us a bullish engulfing. Yes, we are kind of respecting slightly this trend line, which has kind of been locking in right now recently. But like I said, overall, we still, even on the daily, you know, we still have room to go. We're not at the extreme bottom.
True.
So we already been selling off, came from a daily bearish engulfing, also a weekly bearish engulfing. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So I would say, you know, for these sales, like, you know, just keep them tight, you know, because a lot of those moves, it's been days and a week that has happened since the engulfing, you know, like the weekly engulfing, you get another bearish move. And yeah, so wick to fill. So that's nice. You actually like that.
yeah.
But,
Wicks to fill on a weekly. We got wicks to fill, I think, on a 4 hour, a 1 hour. I'm thinking it's good overall. Wanted to take a look at the UJ because I know the dollar was up. Dollar had some nice pushes up. Didn't make a extreme high. Oh no, we far from it. So the dollar is gone up. Let's take a quick look at EJ, kind of near the highs. AJ kind of still on his bullish trajectory, but starting to do a little funny consolidation. DJ still near highs, and UJ is still near highs and possibly going to continue and make a new high for these past few weeks.
for all of them, I would say.
Nothing really screaming at me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, if I probably have to go on the daily just to get a hardcore answer, but what I could see right now, looking at the larger things, we still in this bullish play. Nothing changed that just yet. Still in this bullish play from September 17th. That's on UJ. GJ is weird one because one would say it's probably almost setting up for a sale, but as you can see, all the sales have been getting wiped out, damn near. So that might not be a good foundation to stand on or build on. Kind of the same thing with AJ, even though I do see a little bullish kind of structure being built into it. And EJ kind of the same, but also in a massive, maybe you could call it consolidation. But like I said, if I had to bet, of course, something like this is at a perfect spot to be like, okay, where if we don't go up, we're at an area where if you show me that you don't want to go higher, we have a whole lot of room to sell versus me picking which way is going to go, which way is going to go. Because, I mean, both scenarios will work out better. Even if we popped out of this and continue higher, we have a lot of room to trade up. So it's at a good area right now for EJ, but we just we got to wait for these dailies to close. Gotta wait for these dailies to close for everything to line up and shit. But they all pretty much like that. Yeah, it's a possibility of either or scenario working out. Man, who that is just joined on the live, man?
Whoa.
What's that, brother?
What's that with it?
What's going on?
Boy, that's crazy. Did somebody else prompt you to get on? Because I got a phone call from one of my artists that's looking for you. They want
What?
they need your services. Yeah, so I'm thinking like you got on here because they done reached out to you. That's crazy. Yeah, I was chilling with my sister. They were blowing me phone. They was like, bro, what's up? That dude, your cousin or your brother or something. Man, I need his number, bro. Like, man, I'm trying, man, holler at him for me, bro. I was like, I got you. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just cooling, man. I just got back to it because what you call it? What was it? Hugo Wade? That shit. I don't know what happened with that.
Man, a lot of them is up in the air with what happened.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
Yeah, they pretty much. I don't know. It ain't the same. It's definitely I would say shut down. Man, ain't shut down though, but
no, it's just U.S. customers.
Huh?
It's just for the U.S. customers. That's all.
What, Hugo?
A lot of those platforms, like I don't know about Hugo, but I know like the what was that one I was on? AOT and Bit.
Yeah.
I think not BitConnect, but it was Bybit. It was it was some other. It was a lot of them that I've been getting. I've been getting a lot of emails stating that we're about to shut down trading. For American users, yada yada. So withdrawing.
Right. So yeah,
I've been a lot because through the COVID uproar in crypto, I was signing up to everybody damn platform trying to run it up. Kishu, Inu, and shit.
Yeah. So I got caught up in that, but I got a new broker now. I just was really frustrated with it. I'm like, this some bull. I ain't want to use the reg. I have Oanda, but the margin and all that. But yeah, I hop back in like last week or 2 weeks ago.
That's what's up. Man.
Yeah, KOT. I just really hopped on that with Trade Locker. I like it. It's all right,
Yeah. So yeah.
I just won't be able to use that leverage. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. I caught the last live though last week. I caught the replay.
Nah, fact.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Like
you and JD playing the replays bad, but I ain't never listened to one replay of these live. I hit the off button and I just go on about life.
That's
Like
what's up, though.
I like to,
No,
bro.
I definitely,
It's like watching
definitely,
film or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to commend y'all though for sure for keeping it up. That's why that's the main thing I want to say.
That was
Like
on the same shit a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, like that consistency is it's
impeccable, and it's really
it's a hitting like a
Really.
hitting gem for real. Like hitting consistency and persistency is like that shit is so valuable and underrated. You know what I'm saying? But you really could get anything done with just that one skill alone. Anything. And most people don't possess it. It's definitely not my one of my biggest assets, and I've been noticing that. I'm like
even though I appreciate you on that, but it's like, just like with everybody, it's levels to this shit, but it's a whole lot of things in my life, that I want to be more consistent at. Like this, I love this shit. Like, and I know what it can do. Like that's one of my main things that's keeping me going with this shit. And not only that, over the years we've been doing this shit, I've been seeing the proof that meeting together on one day or multiple days throughout the week keep you locked in the markets. Like it keep you mitigating,
for sure.
Shit, bro. And it keep you available to not trade. Like it's been days where we ain't put on a trade for 4 days straight, but still be in the markets.
Yeah. Right. Like I always been the one person. I don't know where they come from with this day trading thing. I never been a day trader ever.
I thought that's what it was. Shit, I thought it was like shit. You go to work every day. You make your money. Like I figured, like we can make money every day.
Even before I knew what it was, like I never was like I'm entering the market and I'm getting out before 4 o'clock. That was never ever. Me personally, I'm not saying something wrong with it, but that's basically I've always been a swing trader. I've always been in them. I'm letting this bitch play out, whether it's positive or negative. We gonna, we gonna see because my stop loss ain't moving, and
Do you ever move your stop loss to break even?
Fuck no. Y'all talked about that last week. I heard Jay. I was laughing. Yeah, man. Fuck all that. That's like he said. That's like being in a in a game and saying, "Yeah, we down. Y'all want to quit?" Like, I mean, it just if you think about it, it makes no sense. Like theoretically, like you just basically admitting that trade just was shit from the beginning, and you went with it still. So now you trying to minimize the damage. You might as well see if it's gonna play out. Because now, which side you trying to play? You trying to play both sides now. Exactly. You called this trade. You called the area, the stop loss area. You felt like it was gonna go there before it go to the other swing lower high area. And so, what you trying to break even for now? Break even. To think about break even, that's actually worse than just keeping it where it was. Or just get out the fucking trade.
Well, it's telling you can't stand firm on your word. That's what it's telling you.
100%. But like I said, it's worse because is what?
No, I'm just saying, as far as like on psychology too, it kind of messes you up, I think, because if you constantly moving your stop loss into like a break even, situation, like, it's not too many games to where a tie you get points for. It's only in soccer. It's only in so it's like
even if you had a 90% win rate, that if you would break even, so like come on, you still potentially be negative.
Exactly. And a win rate doesn't does a break even.
Now pulling into a positive, a small positive, I see that, and I do that all the time.
Racking in profits. Yep. Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something. I ain't waste my time, you know, because we count per trade, but you really gotta count per hour or minute that you putting in the markets. That's what I be looking at. Sure. So I'm not trying to make no although most of my trades are small, less than, you know, single digit, the most single digit dollar, you know, cash outs and shit. But that's not what I'm trying to do. That's only because of my margin size. Yeah. But you know, like now, like this week, I'm sagging up. I'm going heavy this week. You know, get that margin right, so I could really make the trades that I want to. Cause I ain't here to be fucking around for no $5 and $10. You know what I'm saying? You might like it's cool. Don't get it twisted. Like when you compare it to 4 years.
That's why we put
4% a year when a savings account. Yeah, them little $5, $10, that's way more than the bank gonna give you in a year. So it's still money. That's just my own personal prerogative.
You making sense. You making sense because I mean, like that's why we put so much, you know, focus on 25K because that's around that amount. Like you will start seeing the type of money you feel like, okay, I'm putting my effort and time into this. I want to see, you know, something that's going better my life situation type shit. Like you said,
you want that shit to feel like a job or better, definitely not worse.
Facts.
Yeah. You know,
and having
you don't want to feel like I'm making more in my job. Why am I even doing this?
$100 account size. Yeah.
You know, but this something, you know, I always push too. Like, you know, aiming for a certain amount, that's definitely good, having a goal. But however, I think, and a lot of people do this, but they never say this. None of these, pay attention, none of the traders say this. When they talk about growing their account, they rarely talk about adding additions into their account. They'll make you think that they just growing their account from trading. I promise you, 80% of the time, that's not the case.
Yeah, for sure. You're right.
They adding to their account. These motherfuckers be having good credit and other businesses and all kind of shit.
Yeah,
that's how you're growing your account. And but hey, that's actually how you're supposed to do it. So when I'm saying you're supposed to add additions to your account,
that's a
like
fact.
You're not trying to take your shit from 1,000 to 20,000 without adding in another 1,000 ever.
Yeah.
Put it like this: people do it blindly to their 401k if you got one. You add money to that bitch every damn check. You gotta be, it gotta be automatic.
Right. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, instead of putting in your 401k, this, you know, this will we posted. Where is that? That's what we actually supposed to do. You know, put that shit in and put it in some investment account, even if it's just stocks, whatever. You know, just stock up on stocks. But you're supposed to be making at least bi-weekly, because most people get paid every 2 weeks. You're supposed to be making twice a month. You should be making a deposit into your investment account, like you said. Just like I mean, it is a IRA. This is your retirement account. It can be. You can add it to it.
That's a fact.
You know.
Yeah.
Or if nothing else, it's a source of income, and you take the profits and put that in a retirement account and invest it into something safer.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take the high risk. And the profits from the high risk, you put it in medium risk. The profits from the medium risk, you put it in low risk. That's how you protect your money and grow your money. Low risk meaning 10% a year. Medium risk, 20, 30, 50, I guess. And high risk is anything more than that. That's just some numbers I just threw out for as the medium and high. But low risk is 10% per year.
Yeah.
Or 8 to 12.
High risk, I'm sure it mean like your return to be quicker though with the high.
Or higher, just a high return per year. Because I mean, like I know investors, they look for 25% on anything. $1 million, they want 25% return, 125. So anything more than that, that's also 25% is like a wholesale price too. if they could make 25%, you know, like in distributions, that's a, you know, that's how they, that's what, that's a wholesale price. So I guess anything more than 25 is, you know, because I mean, how many investments are in the market? The average investment, what's the best investment out there? Like, that's safe, that's low risk. It's the S&P 500, 8 to 12% per year.
Yeah. I mean, some people would even say, you know, real estate is low risk.
Yeah, real estate about what, 15% a year? Last time I checked, average return. Not counting Airbnb though. Airbnb is potentially higher, of course, depending on the situation, because they could have cold streaks too. But you know, 15, maybe 20%. That's the average return on real estate. Not crazy, not no crazy number. So you know, when we making, you know, we be talking, we saying $5 and $10, but like, depending on how much you invest in, that's a high ass percentage on $100. Like that's 5% right there, you know. So, but
it all comes down to your equity size, you know. At the end of the day,
your goals, for real, I would say, like, you know, your goal is to turn this amount to that amount over time. My goal is to just use it as another source of income.
right?
You know, type shit. Like, I want to be able to put as much as I can, so I can make as much as I can as fast as I can. Basically, you see what I'm saying?
What do you feel like is gonna get you, or not what's gonna get you there, but what would be a good scenario? Like you having the
I'm
account
about to show you in a few months, basically, because
5%,
I'm about to put no less than $400-500 a month in account.
right?
You know,
That's
like from an external source,
right.
of income. So I'm going to, basically, that's my savings. That's
Yep.
my savings.
Yep.
That's my monthly savings, and I'm going to, you know, and so, you know, then at that point, I'll be cool with having making $50 off a hour candle or something, and saying fuck it, I'm good for the day. You know, one pip or something. Well, not one, but like, you know, 3 pips, $50, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, or $100, all 7 pips. You know, shit like that.
That's what that's that, and that's why I say that 25K so cruel. That 25K will put us at $100 a pip.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, how about you just put in X amount, because eventually it'll be 25K, and now you could do it instead of, you know, quote, you know, per se, waiting on it in the market. You know what I'm saying?
It take you like 4-5 years to try to turn $1,000 into 25K. Like, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. And how long would it take you to save 25K? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, at like a couple of years, if that.
1,000 a month, that's 20 months.
Right.
You know, 500, that's 40. So about, you know, like, so
that's about a couple of years, you know.
But it all depends. Like, if that's your main focus and goal, then you'll do it faster. Like, because my thing, I don't like to use time, because I really don't. I don't bear witness to time, for real. I use it, you know, talking to everyday people, but I don't see time. It's really just task going. It's traveling from point A to the next. Like, like getting the job done. Like, what's the agenda? What's the task?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's task. So if the task is 20,000, they don't have no time. You could go rob a bank and go get the 20. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you could get a credit loan. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways you could get that. It's not necessarily fixed to the 4 or 5 years. You see what I'm saying? It's fixed to how fast you're trying to get it done. Once you have objective goals like that, then you can move like that and quote unquote time travel, move faster and get goals done faster. But you got to understand your objective. Like you said earlier, it's easy for you to be consistent with something you love. That's what real consistency is. It's not about being consistent with everything, because that's impossible. But what do you love the most? What are you most passionate about? You should be consistent there.
Yeah, being consistent
But
with the process of it all.
yeah, like like regardless of what happened. But you know what is you most passionate about? That's where you need to be consistent. Everything else is impossible. How time set up and how you know what I'm saying? How we live day to day. We eat a meal. We eat in the morning. We eat at night. You go to work in the day. We with our family at night. Like that's a real thing.
That's
You
what
know, for
sacrifice.
some people, right,
Not getting a lot of sleep you want.
right,
Sacrificing
right,
hours at work so you can have more money.
right,
Yeah,
right,
like that's what it's.
right.
Okay.
Sacrifice, even saving is sacrifice.
Yeah,
Because you could do all of the shit you could do with that money.
right.
That's why black people don't save. We know too many things we could do with it, and we not thinking long term.
That's
And we
real, bro.
really and truly, I read this in a book about teaching black boys. The difference why black boys fail compared to other groups is because they lack goals. Nothing else. It has nothing to do with single mothers and your parents went to college, your income, none of that shit. None of that shit is because they got data that debunks all that shit. The
But
thing that's most important is having goals.
the act of having goals are meaningful goals. Because some of them niggas
Just
got goals.
having clear goals. No, a clear goal written down like an actual goal. I'm
Yeah.
not just saying like a nigga goal is to go to the store and get a cigar and roll it up. You know what I'm saying? Like not like we talking actual career type goals. Like you know, we don't really have that for real. We got shit we want to do.
Even like you, the process of it, like actually thinking about and writing down goals, like that right there is not done, not even taught.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes, yeah, all of that. All
Even
that.
not a goal, like how do you write it out to obtain that goal?
Right, like breaking it down. SMART goals,
That
SMART, specific, measurable,
they just go out there,
attainable.
like, well, I can't do that.
Right, like it's a process. Like career planning, goal that like planning. It's a science of planning. We don't have that. You plan because you have a goal. You get a whether the plan. Where they say plan your work, then work your plan. So
Yeah.
it's like, what do you want to do? What is that the goal? That's the goal, and then you actually like plan it out.
Plan it out, then work it out.
When Wayne say plan, he said I got it all planned out like a solar system.
Yeah.
That bitch was cold. That was one of his coldest verses. But yeah, man, I just been sitting and thinking about money and shit. That's all I've been doing. And like really like the laws of this shit. Like for real. The shit that you gonna have to agree that's true. Jay gonna have to agree. Everybody gonna have to agree that it's true because they done been through it and what like that's the shit I've been looking at. And like nothing defeats, like they say, it's not about timing the market, it's not time in the market, it's time in the market. So it's about the time. Like, how many years have you been doing the same thing consistently?
Huh? That's a
Rather than time in the market trying to, oh, it's the top, it's the bottom. No, if you've been making fucking 10, 20, 50% a year, 100% even a year, just doubling your money in the markets over 10, 30 years, boy, you know how much money it is? You don't have to be right about every trade. You definitely don't have to day trade. Just leave that shit in there. Go pull up a week chart right now. You're gonna see that shit traveling in the same direction on any market.
You're
It's
right.
either a uptrend or downtrend. Ain't no market consolidating on the week chart. Go see. When you look at the whole chart, pull up the whole chart from the beginning to the now. I heard an expert talking about that. He said, I like to see the whole chart. The whole, and you should. We just be the day chart. You just looking at the last 30 days though. You know what I'm saying? The day, look at the whole thing.
Yeah,
Look
just
at the whole thing. Because you can see even more patterns and trends and potential. It gets more simple when you zoom out. You just got to be patient. You just got to be patient and have enough fucking margin. That's really all. That's the key. Really, fuck all the strategies. How much margin you got? Like, can you actually hold? Can you actually make it to that stop loss?
Like I said,
Can you?
the amount of money they make in their job. You know, you want to replace that. The only way where you go determine on how fast or how quick you can is how fast or how quick you can get your account up to margin to where you can start.
Right.
Like I said, it's not a lot of jobs that's paying people $1,000 a day, but with with upwards of 25, 30K, we all know it's in
that same trader.
You know,
basically, I want to say this: $1,000 a day. If you looking for too much more than that, you just being greedy. That is more than enough money for any human for the next 100 years.
Well, no, hold on.
For the next 100 years, that's going to be enough money. With inflation, I'm talking about.
It's
at least 50 years. At least 50 years. I want to say at least, but 1,000 a day though. We ain't not a week. But so I'm talking about a 7-figure trader, dudes who really taking their shit from 4 digits to 7 digits. He talking about how he said 1,000 a day is that's like that's good for anybody. His shit was a little higher than that, but he like 1,000 a day is that's like a good minimum for a trader, like a good target.
And
I mean, not a minimum, but a good target.
Make $1,000 a day.
Huh?
I said you don't need $1 million in your account to make $1,000 a day.
Hell no. But that would be nice because you could guarantee it. Your probability is higher if you had 1 million compared to 100,000. Because 100,000, what's that? That's 1%. No, that's 10%. So that's 10%. If you got 100,000, that's 10,000 is 10%. 1,000. Oh no, that's 1%. That's 1%. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's 1%. Right. So I mean, basically, is much more easier and probable to make 1,000 a day with 100,000 compared to 10,000, because now that's 1% compared to 10% a day, and 10% a day is very doable. It is, it really is. But like I say, doable.
Yeah, you don't want to be out there trying to push $1,000 out of 10 grand when it's so easy to do it out of 20, 30, or like you said, 100.
Yeah, basically, your target should be 1% of your equity, your account. Period. Nobody want to just admit that and just actually fucking. That's what it is. Whatever you want, you need 100 times that in your account, and then you could realistically make that shit easy every day. But if you just trying to do it with 10 times that, you're gonna blow that fucking account. You got bills, other shit. No, you need 100 times your day goal. If you want to make $100 a day, you need 10,000. You don't need 10,000, but mathematically,
make it
1%.
And make it you have more options to lose when you blow
multiply your account times 100. That's realistically the most you should expect to make per day. There you go. Clip that up. For real. If you got $1,000, what's that divided by 100? Like $10, bro. There you go. That's all you should really. That's profit though. That's 1% a day. That's way more than. That's 255% a year. You see, 255 trading days in a year.
If every trade works out.
I'm just saying that's 1%. Enough margin, and you could stretch it. You could lose and make a bounce back trade and bounce back. You could do martingale. At that point, you could double down. Your margin and shit. You could do a lot when your target is 1%. How much I need to make that 1,000 1%? That 10,000 1%. That 101%. I'm telling you, Matt. Like I really be looking at numbers, bro. It's my favorite thing to do. I love numbers. Always did.
Bro,
Ever since.
I had found that damn website we was fucking with.
Yeah, you always go back to it, huh? Me too.
Looking at the percentage.
The calculator.
Yeah, that calculator. Yeah.
Yep. Because numbers, bro. No matter what you make. I've been doing a lot of sports betting, but the same rules apply.
Yeah, my cousin.
So to speak.
Yeah.
The like numbers is probability is probably randomness is randomness. Like,
well, let's see. Let's see what the damn news about to do this week.
yeah.
Take a look at this shit on a Sunday. It's nothing on Sunday. Monday, damn, they ain't got nothing on my birthday. Damn.
Your birthday Monday?
Yeah, October 14th. Man, I ain't got no news.
There is Columbus Day too.
Oh, it's Columbus Day?
Yeah, Columbus Day is tomorrow.
Indigenous People Day, man.
Yeah, I gotta.
Indigenous People Day.
That's my great grandfather.
They said.
That's what they call it too. Now they switched the name.
Right. Yep. They supposed to switch the name.
They call them both now officially.
That is true. Yeah,
no, they use both now.
Oh, okay. I thought they stopped doing the Columbus altogether.
Nah, they just say Columbus / Indigenous People Day. Like,
okay, that's what's up.
I mean, but black people should, but that's another story.
That's another story.
Cut that out, but
that is it. We got NY Empire State Manufacturing, 7:30 in the morning. We do have unemployment change coming off of G for the GJ at 1 o'clock in the morning. If you catch that, Tuesday during London's session. Wednesday, we have news for the Australian dollar, unemployment rate, and employment change. That's going to be big, 7:30 on Wednesday night. Also, inflation rate coming off of GJ. Same time, pre-London, 1 in the morning. So if you catch it, that's probably going to be some big moves. Thursday, Euro, EJ, CPI, 4 in the morning. That's going to be a big move for EJ. USD, you already know. Initial jobs claim, continuous job claim every week, every Thursday, followed by retail sales. Got 4 releases coming out. All that's dropping at 7:30. So that's going to be a big ass
nice
move, man.
No, for real. Inflation rate for the Japanese yen also dropping late on the evening on Thursday. So the Jappy is going to be moving. Probably UJ is going to have a nice little move. And Friday, we got building permits coming out to see how everybody getting their building going on, which I believe is going to continue to go up. I know the growth of America is
not going to stop.
Yeah, nah. They got the gas. They got the gas mashed down on that shit, so they not stopping. I know that for sure out here in Dallas.
Exactly.
He building on top of buildings out here.
Firsthand.
No, facts. But yeah, man. So we gonna have a nice little week for news. Probably gonna be, like I said, some EJ, some GJ shit. Popping off for sure, if anything. Might get a little UJ for the inflation rate on Thursday, but yeah, it's gonna be a nice little week. Nice little week, man.
Nice.
You still you in anything?
Yeah, I'm in sales since last week.
Still in sales? Yeah, same here. I ain't gonna lie, that bullish push we had on Friday, I was looking at it, but I didn't buy into it because, like I said, it didn't continue after that structure break, and it kind of failed to take out that wick, fill his wick right up in here.
Yeah, I think it gave us like a 1 hour engulfing towards the end of the day too on Friday.
It did. Yeah. Well, it was right here on Friday, but this one was, but I don't know why that bitch didn't register. I think it was because of this candle. Like when it close like this, like right at, and it don't give you not even a millipip, then they count this as like a dead candle.
Yeah, they wrong for that.
Right, it won't even engulf, even though it actually is engulfing, but it was weak. You know, it wasn't the strongest engulfing candle, but
right.
Yeah, we still got room. Like I said, targets down here 67.10, 67 flat, and if we break through that, I'm still looking at 66.80 as a level. So we'll see how that play out for the Bears, but
yeah, I really like that too. Still like this bearish movement. But like I also said, that area, that 67, 10, 67 flat area, once you start, hiccuping at that spot, you'll probably be taking profit and just looking at the grand scheme of things, like the daily and the weekly, waiting for something.
That's still my TP 2 and 3, because I already took profit once like a week ago, but I was looking at that number 67 flat as we advanced down, and then I saw a potential, like I said, around 66.80 for a low after it breaks that even number. That it can, but overall, we still got to see how it's going on. How these daily candles go close.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that once it reached to those areas. Those at TP2 and 3 areas you was talking about. So once it reach around there, I'm probably gonna take profit and really just look at the larger time frames and wait for something else. Mm-hmm. It's been a nice little bearish movement. I mean, movement overall, but yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I've been took profit and hopped out this. Yeah. I think it could push down a little further though, if it will, to 66.2 by that the actual swing low on the day chart, the last swing low, which would come from Thursday, September 12th.
Well, like that 67 flat level, 67.10?
Nah, 66, 66.20, 66.21. Yeah, from September 11, actually. September 11 swing low.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, and the swing high was September 30th. So that's the low and that's the top, and it's pretty much coming back to that. Ain't really too much support. I mean, you got that low at 66.99, yeah, 67 flat. I think it's gonna break down past that though, or at least just a little. It might not go all the way down to 66.20, but you got a whole lot of space between 66.22 up to 66.99. That's a whole 70 pips, or 6,700, 66.22 to 67 cent. Like, yeah, so it's like 80, good 80 pip, just free space.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no reason to go up.
Daily, something different. And you go hold on to these sales.
Yeah, definitely hold on to add. There's no reason to.
I added on Friday. I added to sales when it popped up, but that's why I say I was getting nervous when it was starting to push up to 67.
Oh no, I had took sales and I got stopped out. I was in profit for most of it, but then it came right back down. I had I took a loss on that because I had cashed out on the I think I had threw it in a group that I had.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, bought to that swing low and I think it hit it. I mean, I don't see. If you look at I'm looking at the week chart. It just closed under. It went to a new high, and then
the week kind of set in stone until because we coming off a weekly bearish engulfing. So that shit's set in stone. And I would say the weekly may try to attack that previous swing leg on the weekly, like at 66.20.
Yep.
Well, no, 66.70, like that previous little low on the weekly right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like it might reach to that area, but I was telling I don't know if y'all can see my charts, but I drew this little like a flag pattern, this trend line, and it broke out. It's kind of hesitating right here to break through. So I'm trying to see how that's gonna play out too. It
rejected it though. It rejected the
it's with rejection it, but I'm trying to see if we go break back in
right. That's definitely that's a good trend line.
Level.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's gonna come down though.
Yeah, I feel like it. This is going to be, I know this is going to be, last week was a very important week with the continuation, but this one is going to be even more important because, especially on the weekly, we continue down, then I know for sure we're going to 66.70, and it's a possibility we might feel all that clean traffic from on the weekly, all the way from the low of August 5th. I could reach down that.
That'd be nice. I will be ready to capitalize on that move. I'm saying I'm definitely
that's all your type
shit. So yeah, if it'll continue to drop, then yeah, I'll be, as I said, I'll take profit when it gets to that 67.10, 67 flat, and look to get back in on some type of retest.
Right.
Continue all the way down. So yeah, I'm with that, man. Either way. Continue to, every signal that I see, continue to play that. It has to look good. I'm starting to fine tune the 4-hour engulfing to where if it doesn't look good to the left, some of those may even be testers, and wait for clean traffic to the left to be, to be seen, or that candle can close above.
Like if you're looking for buys or sell, let it build up. The best buys, some of the best buys typically after a large sale. After you let the sales play out, let the bears do what they got to do, and once they find buyers at a certain low, then you catch that buy. Typically, not all the time, but typically.
Yeah, because I just tried that. That bit when say I'm coming back now.
Back up.
Yeah, right.
That's my favorite shit, counter trend, but them shits will bite you in the ass too.
Yes.
That's why I wasn't talking about like I told Jake. I was like, I can't even say buys until
like you can't you can't say it until it is obvious.
Facts.
Like somebody said, don't predict the markets, react to them. You gotta, and that's genius, because like it's more. That's all we could do is react, right?
Trade what you see, not what you think.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So we reacting to what we see. You got it. So buys where, like, you know what I'm saying, on the 1 minute.
and look, to be honest, though, Pill, yes, you know what I'm saying. To those,
but shit, all you gonna get is 6 pips.
But that's what they want. That's what they want on the 1 minute.
Well, yeah. Once I'm at fucking 50 pips, $50 pips, I'm gonna be on the same thing.
I'm gonna probably trade the same way, dog. I'm trying to train myself to trade once I get to those.
I ain't doing no day trading. Well, I ain't gonna say that, because I do want to get in and out as fast as possible. I definitely want to hit my targets. I don't care what the market's doing. Once my target, once my shit hit, once my daily or weekly goal is hit, I'm out. I don't care what day of the week it is. That's how I'm training myself.
Yeah.
Don't even look for more than your target. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of more like on a monetary target?
Nah, well, yeah. That, like I said, I do this shit for income. Like, that's my main, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my main thing. I'm trying to pull money out these fucking markets. Like, I don't care for building up an account. If I make $1,000 this week, I'm cashing that shit out. I'm leaving in what I leave in. I'm gonna try to do it again. That's how I look at it. Like, you know, I got other shit to.
Done that. I mean, I take a different approach. I look at it like I want to build my what I was telling Jay. Like I said, one thing I won't do. My max I'll probably ever have in a trading account is $250,000. Like that's what I want to see because I know what I could pull out of the market if I
don't trust the brokers enough. Me, I wouldn't. I'm scared to have 10K in one of them bitches for real.
That's who I don't trust.
Who?
I say I don't trust KOT Forex and all them offshore, brother. I trust.
Oh no! Once you at that level, that's when you go to a legitimate American only like Oanda.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm on that right now. I ain't gonna lie. I was going through with that procedure. Like I was gonna use KOT Forex to run up my money, take that out,
and put it in. Yeah, that's what I was just saying about high risk, medium risk, low risk.
Trust myself with that leverage. I was blowing my shit too much, fool. That's my personal experience though.
No, that's what happens. That's the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, I took all the money out and I was like, because I did it twice. I said I was like, I'm gonna stop doing this shit, but it got too good because I was like, bro, like
you get greedy. It's too easy to get greedy.
Like I said, bro, I had $50 in that bitch, turn that hoe into $170 in a day. I'm like, man, how could you not? But then
now you gonna go trade some more.
Facts.
Yeah, you fucked.
It be over trading. But you just too high on the juice of that, like
the
juice. And I'm gonna take this 350. Like, yeah, man.
Nah, that's for real though. But nah, you. I would say don't put no more than 102 in them mother. No, for real, no more than 500 should ever go in them motherfuckers.
I wouldn't even put that, bro. I would put like 50, 75, 80 and turn that bitch into like 200 in a couple of days.
I did that and I just continue trading. Like basically the reason why I said because I like to be in a couple trades and you do need that margin. You need that. If you put $50, you only better.
I was in the same trade in my Oanda, in the same trade in KLT Forex, nigga. I get some drawdown on KLT Forex, nigga, the whole account blown. Not just you close your trade out for your nigga. That whole $170, that bitch gone.
Well, they got minimums on there. Like you can't buy no one lot, one unit, So I think the minimum is like 1,000. What is a 0.01? So like that's the difference. Like so if the minimum is 1,000 units, then that means you got to have X amount of margin in your shit.
Juice your account up, and that was my fault. I wasn't leaving that shit at no 0.01, nigga. I was juicing that bitch up.
Well, even that too. That's how you get margin out quicker. So that's another reason why you need that margin, even if you don't plan to use it, even just so you don't get margined out.
Yeah, nigga.
Because they margin you out at 130%, something like 120, 130%. And they'll fuck up a good trade. I just lost a trade on Bitcoin like that. Man, I was selling Bitcoin from that high just hit.
They got too much manipulation on that shit. No regular
Bitcoin.
Oh no, on the platform. Fuck the instrument. On any instrument you trade.
How the manipulation work? You think? Or
They not really putting in them trades. It's like a secondary market. It's like what they call that shit. What's the word?
The ECN. I know what you're saying. Like
it's not the actual live market that like Oanda.
They basically
trade on.
Like a liquidity person. They just
it's like a synthetic market they do.
So their price is not real?
It's not accurate. It's as close as it can be to not ward off any customers. Put it like that.
Right.
Simple as that. I'm gonna keep it all the way G. That
makes sense.
And they now granted, you can pull up a MT4 chart from KLT Forex and pull up Oanda charts, and you're gonna see a whole lot of similarities. It ain't like MT4 is pointing it at 30 pips below where you at. It ain't like that. But if you really sit and go trade like day for day, hour for hour, minute for minute, then you can find inconsistency in the numbers. Like, why did the market open on Sunday at this price on KLT, but this price it did on, like, you do see shit like that.
Yeah.
And in a trading, and not only that, they manipulate the actual charts because they can make, like you said, you lost a trade on Bitcoin. They can make the trade, the market is selling off. The whole real market is selling off, but
right.
their market sell off faster and more aggressively, and play with the spread. So that attacks your costs way harder than if you would have been like in a Fidelity account or a Webull account.
Yeah, I seen it happen. I literally saw it on the market. So it happened. Like all of the signals said this market is going down. Like everything.
Say I run up 20 bands on this whole, and then y'all still giving me issues on withdrawals. Like fuck that.
Yeah.
That's what
I call it. I call it a crack account. That's how I teach that. When I tell people about those accounts, that's what I call it, a crack account.
That's with crack. That's a good way. I'm glad you said that, because you don't fuck with crack.
Unless you're trying to get real high, real fast.
And you will be the risk for another hit of that crack, because that shit is addictive, boy.
Yeah, you gotta
500 to 1 leverage, nigga. That's like somebody selling a whole 8 ball.
I mean, it's not. But they all use leverage though. It's just a little more. So it's just all that mean is you could get in trades with a smaller amount. Like that's all it really. You gonna if you margin out, you margin out. Like so, you only got what you got. You see what I'm saying? Like
I'm gonna tell you like this. I've had my Oanda account for over 5 years. I've never blown it. I had KOT Forex for 6 months, and I've blown over 5 accounts.
Well, I mean, blowing the account is, subjective and shit. Like
it ain't subjective. What I'm saying is them same trades that I was getting blown accounts on, I was still in the market on Oanda. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, because that shit probably was negative 0.1 penny or something.
No, it was negative like 30 pips, whatever that was, negative $13, or whatever my accounts are. But it wasn't. Back to the leverage. It wasn't enough to where it's gonna blow.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about how much you're actually risking on that account, on both of them.
So greedy though. That's why another thing. Like,
but that's not the broker fault though. And they'll have, what I'm saying, leverage. That's not leverage fault. I don't even look at that.
Like, I never got that greed with Oanda when I got a good win.
Shit, I did it too. I was having doing $10 pips and shit.
It hit different when you could take a $50 account trade to over 170 in a day. The same trade.
I'm not even trying to do that though. Honestly, I wouldn't even try to do that on the crack account. That's way too much. Like you asking for it at that point. Because $50, that's like a triple up. 50 to 150 is a triple. I don't even. I've been got out the trade before that even happened, because I know you said like it just don't even feel right to me. Like if I ever even touch 30%, it means get the fuck out the market. That's what to me. 10% means you should think about ending the day. 20 to anything above 10, 30%, nigga, get the fuck out the market. That's how I train myself, because based off realistic numbers. Like I'm realistic. I don't care what the market's doing. I'm in it for a daily dollar amount, so I don't really care about the charts like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. It could be a great trade. I'm still getting out that bitch because I hit my monetary goal. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to risk it. You see, I don't want to risk that bitch turning around or whatever. I hit my goal, I'm out of there. Now I'm gonna keep looking at it for another opportunity.
Or do you take partials?
Say that again.
I said, when you in a trade, do you take the whole profit, or do you take partials and let?
Yes, I take the whole profit, and that's only because how I trade. I trade with multiple entries. Like I'm, like let's say if I'm doing 0.01s and I'm about to hit about 5, and instead of putting like a 0.1, I do 10.01s or something like that. You see what I'm saying? In different areas as the market moving. When it's going against me, I might add if I like my position and I see it reject, my stop loss area, go back in my favor, I'm gonna add right there on this way back up. You see what I'm saying? And then if it goes up and then come back down to my area and get turbulence right there, I'm gonna add right there, especially if it's a better price than what I originally got it. So every time it come back around my my entry, I'm adding. If it breaks out, if I'm buying and it hit a breakout, I'm a I might add right there at that breakout spot, or I might wait on the retest and then add. If it look like it's a breakout, come out retest that old low, which is the old high, which is the new low. If it trying to go back above that, then I'm gonna add right there and just put a stop right under. You see what I'm saying? So basically, I'm a swing low. I'm a swing trader, literally. That's what That's what swing trading is. It comes from looking at the swing low and the swing high, which makes market structure. So now, depending on what time frame you're looking at, and you got minor swing lows and major swing lows and highs. The major one is the real one, the one that it didn't break yet. And you have minor ones inside of that. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at the swing points. And if it go, the theory is if it break this swing point, you know what I'm saying? Well, fuck, it's about to go to the other way. It's gonna go, if it break the swing high, it's most likely, now it's not statistical or nothing, but it's probably coming for that swing low. Cause like I learned from you, them sweeping them high, them stop sweeps and shit. That's all this market is doing, going for stops, targeting stop losses, either on the buy and the sell side. You just don't know which one gonna come first. That's what you really going against. Which swing is it gonna hit, the swing low or the swing high first? So as they hit these swing points, I'm just adding in position. So yeah, when I'm in a profit, yeah, I'm taking the whole thing out because that's just that one trade. I got like 8 more of them, you know. And that's a trade I've been in like all week or some shit. Like that's how I trade personally, because I like to keep pulling money out of the market because it keeps me in it, and it makes it feel like okay, I'm doing the right thing. And momentum, you know.
Where y'all think the market about to go for the rest of the week? Anybody got any suggestions? Are we all in the greens? The bearish continuation potentially?
Yeah, I'm thinking that shit coming to 66 cents. But probably not the end of this week, but by the end of by the end of the month, it's gonna be there for sure. That's what I'm thinking. But like that 10 area, 66. Let me see. No, not even 66.10. I want to see what it's gonna do around 6666. 6666. I want to see what it's gonna do around there. Huh?
Nah, I see you.
Yeah, I want to see what it's gonna do around there. I'm looking at the week chart. So I say it's gonna come down to that area. Then from there, if it continue down, then it's gonna go to 66 cents. And then it should come back up from there. If it don't come back up before that, at the 66.6 area. 666 6.
Stupid.
I'm gonna put a buy right there. Huh?
Oh my god.
They love their numbers.
But yeah, man, I like the I like the bearish movement to just start off this week. Once it gets to that area, like I said before, that 67.10 to 67 flat, I'm taking profit, and then I'm looking for retest to continue down, or if I get something nice, if traffic looks clean, I'll even buy it up. But right now, I just like these sales. So I've been on sales for like the past couple of weeks too. So why not? The trend is your friend. You just got to find your
best entry. Yep.
Yeah. So
yep.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I agree. After we took out the high of the year, we've been selling off since the end of September 30th.
That's a fact. And I am still bullish on all Japan pairs. Nothing's changed on that. EJ is the one that I really been rocking with, but yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
I'm still bullish on them all. So
I like UJ right now off that swing low. It just hit on the week chart. Now it's coming back up. It's at a critical area right now, but this is a potential breakout area.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, UJ does look good. Yeah, all of them are at that kind of that peak area. But like I said, you look to the left. Once it start cleaning up that traffic on the weekly, it's you got some what was that CPI inflation or something for the euro. So that's something to look forward to.
We're gonna be active this week.
For sure. Yeah, man, I think we got a good week, man. I think we got a really good quarter to close this year. So yeah, we continue sticking to what we do, have that plan, follow it, and yeah, man, you'll be in a great position going into 2025.
Big facts. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap this one up. The Fire Live. Had our boss Supreme on this bitch here, man.
Yep.
Excellent.
That little ticker looked fire too. I had it on the projector last week. That shit looked fire. Rolled to 25K. It was just going across the wall and shit. I'm like, this shit dope. It's just dope. We could be able to get money like this, man. That's what I appreciate about the markets, bro. Like, for better or for worse, get money and lose money like this is still fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the same trajectory, man. We all about to get this shit. Everybody about to be playing with six figures.
Indeed.
My name. That's why I got it tatted on my arm, but I knew it was for a reason. I thought it was about to be for Flores.
For real, man. Yeah, this week, bro. I'm trying to do a fucking I break my personal weekly record for real, like real shit. So
let's get it, man.
I ain't forcing nothing though, but that's my aim.
That's good. All right, man. We're gonna tap back in next Sunday, same time. You heard me?
For sure.
Man, everybody, peace out. Have a good week.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace.